It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. What you do not wish for yourself, do not do to others. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. To see what is right and not do it is the want of courage. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. It is easy to hate and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. Respect yourself and others will respect you. When you know a thing, to hold that you know it, and when you do not know a thing, to allow that you do not know it, this is knowledge. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. Study the past if you would define the future. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. To see and listen to the wicked is already the beginning of wickedness. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. The superior man acts before he speaks, and afterwards speaks according to his action. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. He who excels in study can follow an official career. Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the 3 universally recognized moral qualities of men. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. A man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. You cannot open a book without learning something. When anger rises, think of the consequences. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. The superior man is distressed by his want of ability. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. When you are laboring for others, let it be with the same zeal as if it were for yourself. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. A youth, when at home, should be filial, and abroad, respectful to his elders. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. I am not concerned that I am not known. I seek to be worthy to be known. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. If you look into your own heart, you find nothing wrong there. What is there to fear? Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. Isn't it a pleasure to study and practice what you have learned? Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. The cautious seldom err. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? Knowledge without practice is useless. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. The firm, the enduring, the simple, and the modest are near to virtue. The scholar does not consider gold and jade to be precious treasures, but loyalty and good faith. The essence of knowledge is having it to apply it, not having it to confess your ignorance. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. He who seeks the truth must first empty his heart of a falsehood. Reviewing the old and learning the new, you are fit to be a teacher. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. A man should demand much from himself, but little from others. If we don't know life, how can we know death? Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. A man of wisdom delights in water.